What is going on, YouTube? I am back. I'm your host, Jay Burnin, and today we got several topics to talk about. Now, our first topic is Lil Wayne not showing up for the first date on his tour. Lil Wayne is on tour for the 20-year anniversary of the Carter albums, and the first tour date stop on Lil Wayne's tour was in Maine, and Lil Wayne was a no-show. Now, we were getting all types of footage of Lil Wayne not being present at his own concert in Maine, which, who lives in Maine to begin with? But that's not the issue. Hundreds of people bought tickets for this show. Still, it's grimy how Lil Wayne doesn't show up for his own concert after fans paid to see him. Now, I got a summary of events right here, and I'm gonna break it down. So the doors open at 5 p.m., which is super early, bro. Imagine showing up at 5 p.m. to see Lil Wayne. That's really early, bro. Lil Wayne is running late. The show begins at 8 with DJs plus 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz is there for all of this, which is insane. If the doors open at 5 and the show starts at 8, you might as well just show up at 8. Just to be on the safe side. Lil Wayne isn't worth showing up 3 hours early for. And now I know what you're gonna say, bro. Isn't Lil Wayne like your favorite rapper? Like, in a way, yeah, he's one of my top 5. But I wouldn't pay to go watch him because he's done this in the past. He did this in LA. He did this before in LA. If he does that in LA, he's gonna do this anywhere. So I'm not paying to watch Lil Wayne in his current state. Lil Wayne plane lands at 10 p.m., which is insane. The doors open at 5 and the plane lands at 10 p.m. It's insane. Why don't you just show up like at 4 or 3 p.m., you know? Like, show up at noon. I don't know why he showed up so late at night. That's probably his fault. You know, this guy probably has a private plane, rich enough to afford a private plane. You know, if he doesn't have a private plane, Birdman probably has one. He can probably borrow Birdman's plane. He could probably borrow Drake's private plane. Somebody, you know? He doesn't have to fly commercial, so him being late isn't really an excuse. He could have showed up at noon. So Lil Wayne's team asked Bangor City for a noise ordinance extension to midnight. This dude shows up at 10 p.m. and wants the show to go on till midnight. Meaning he was gonna just drive there and perform for like an hour. The city said no. Wayne goes to hotel, no Wayne show. This is all horrible mismanaging by Lil Wayne. And I don't know, bro. Lil Wayne throughout the years has just been a drugged out zombie, not in touch with the current times, not in touch with the current state of the internet. So the rest of this tour is looking like a disaster. Lil Wayne is busting a Lauryn Hill, showing up like 2 hours late to his own show. I would not pay to go watch Lil Wayne. As much as I love him and as much as he has bangers, I'm not gonna be a part of any of that. I guess the show was rescheduled for July 28th, and the ticket prices are currently $23.25. I'm gonna load up a picture of the show before it got canceled, and there's just nothing but blue open seats, meaning nobody bought a ticket. Probably only sold like 200 tickets maybe, you know? Yeah, this thing looks like it could have had thousands of people there, but only like 200 people showed up. Again, probably because it's Maine. Who the fuck lives in Maine? If you live in Maine and you were part of this show and he was a no-show and he let you down, comment down below. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on all of this. Do you plan on attending any other Lil Wayne shows if you live in another city? If Lil Wayne is coming to your city, comment down below. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. We got quite a few topics to cover. The last few days have been pretty busy, pretty hectic. You know, and we're gonna talk some things that aren't just hip hop. You know, this is a hip hop channel primarily, but we have to talk about LeBron James. I'm not the biggest sports guy in the world, but we all know about LeBron James, and whenever LeBron does anything, the whole world is going to talk about it. That includes us over here. Again, I am not a sports channel. This is a hip hop channel, but we have to talk about LeBron James. Now, LeBron James has made it clear to the whole world that he does not plan to join the Lakers this season. The Lakers finalized a deal to keep Bronny on the team, and LeBron said, "I'll see you guys. I'm fucking out of here." Now, the Lakers have been busy. LeBron has been busy. The Lakers just made their big three white guys. They just got old boy from Utah. LeBron said he's not going to be part of this season, so LeBron is out, and everybody is going crazy about where is LeBron going to go next. I think it's like three options. I think it's either going to be the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Golden State Warriors, or the Miami Heat. I hate to say it, but I think the most realistic one is looking like the Golden State Warriors. Draymond Green just renegotiated his contract, and immediately LeBron James is saying he's not going to be with the Lakers this season. So all of that just ties in together. There's talks behind the scenes saying that LeBron is going to go back to the Cavaliers. You got this random girl over here saying that LeBron just joined the country club in Ohio. And you have other things pointing that LeBron might go to Ohio. I think LeBron is currently in Ohio at his home. They're spending time with his family. You know, you got all this behind the scenes talk saying that he's going to go with Ohio, but Draymond Green renegotiating his contract is louder than everything else. I think the smart move for LeBron would be to go to the Miami Heat, because anywhere LeBron goes, it's his team. He has to restructure everything. He needs this player. He needs that player. He's basically the coach of that team. LeBron gets whatever he wants. If he wants a player, they get that player. And I just don't see that happening with the Golden State Warriors. And people are saying if LeBron goes with the Warriors, if Steve Kerr, if they lose like 3 games in a row, LeBron wants the fucking coach out of there. He wants Steve Kerr out of that bitch. And that's true. That's exactly how LeBron is. And who's going to deal with that bullshit, you know? Who's going to deal with that? The Cavs will deal with that shit. They've dealt with that in the past. The Miami Heat will deal with that shit, you know? Pat Riley would love to have LeBron over there with the Heat. Eric Spoelstra is a pretty good coach. He'll do whatever LeBron says. He just signed Giannis. And they got Bam. And LeBron can restructure the rest of the team however the fuck he wants, you know? Which he's going to do no matter where the fuck he goes. And I just don't see that being the case with the Golden State Warriors. But as of now, the Golden State Warriors is looking like the front runner for LeBron. So tell me, can you really see a big three with these 3 old guys, Draymond Green, Steph Curry, and LeBron? That is a very stacked team. But they also want to bring Anthony Davis to the equation, which I don't see Anthony Davis really contributing anything to this team. The team is already good without him, so he doesn't do anything. He's going to do the bare minimum. You know, what the fuck is he going to contribute? Honestly. He hasn't really done much over the past few years. The team is still stacked with or without Anthony Davis. He doesn't bring much to the table, realistically, but they're saying they need Anthony Davis for LeBron. And I don't know if LeBron goes to the Warriors. I think their biggest threat would be like OKC. I don't see them advancing past OKC. I'm also hearing talks that LeBron would go to the Spurs, which I don't see that happening. I just see him going to either the Cavs, the Warriors, or the Miami Heat. And they're also saying LeBron has already been a part of 3 teams. If he joins the 4th team, that's going to tarnish his legacy, which I see that being the case if he goes to the Warriors. I think for sure his legacy is tarnished if he does that. So I don't know. I think if LeBron goes with his heart, he'll go to the Cavaliers. It'll be the perfect ending to the movie. That's the most beautiful ending. It's the best ending for the storyline. But if he's thinking with his head, I would probably go with the Miami Heat. He's played for that team before. He fits in right with that puzzle piece. He can rebuild the bench and all that however the fuck he wants. Pat Riley and Eric Spoelstra will bend to his favor, and I just don't see that being the case with the Warriors. LeBron has his own fans, as well as Steph Curry and the Warriors. They have their own fan base. And speaking of LeBron fans, I don't know. I think originally him going to the Lakers, in the beginning it made no fucking sense to me. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing with that team? And I just think he spent too much time with the Lakers, bro. They were probably good for like 3 of those years. And he was over there for 8 seasons. I don't know. Laker fans are not LeBron fans. LeBron fans are not Laker fans. So what I'm seeing from all the Laker fans, they're like, good riddance. And LeBron just abandoned Bronny with the Lakers. Bronny's going to be out of the league in like a fucking year. They're going to kick him out of the league, watch. They're going to go for Bronny's neck. LeBron left Bronny there just to die, which is fucking hilarious. Man, I'm gonna say it, bro. They need to build a statue. They need to build a statue of LeBron in LA. I'm on my Charlie Kirk shit. They need a LeBron statue in LA. You LA fans, you need to build him a statue. Tell me otherwise. Prove me wrong. Why do you not need a LeBron James statue? You need to build a solid gold LeBron James statue, and you need to sacrifice Bronny in front of that thing. And that's how you win the next championship. So let me know your thoughts, comments, and opinions below. Where do you see LeBron going? I would like to see him go to the Heat. If not the Heat, I would like to see him go to the Cavaliers. I've been saying it for years. The perfect ending for the movie is him going to the Cavaliers. But I think he has a better shot at winning the East with the Miami Heat. And him going to the Warriors is just too much, bro. 4 jerseys, 4 different teams in your legacy. I just don't like it.